Woof! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. I had to fill in for Wolfie there at the beginning because I think he's a little bit too far away for us to hear him, but here we are in the pre-made waterbed hidey hole, and here is, for the last time before we depart, the great flower of Notch's tweetiness to commemorate the day that Farlands or Bust got a shout-out from Notch on the Twitters. But, like everything in Farlands or Bust, we see it, we enjoy it for a small amount of time, and then we continue west, never to see it again. I feel like I should do something special to mark this out so that we can see it from space during the next doohickey, the next overhead map that we make. I don't have very many supplies, however. Let's cut down some trees, and then we can build something really quick. Like I said, I don't know. The next time I release a downloadable map, I don't know if you guys are going to want to bother coming all the way back here. So I just want to, since it is underground, I do want to make sure it's visible and easily found for the most part. But of course I don't want to expose it to the elements because that is my spawn point. If I am to die in this episode, I would like to at least come back here and have it be safe and enclosed from treachery and murder and other such shenanigans. Alright, got those trees disappearing. Let's make a bunch of planks. Let's do something with these planks. Woof! I know, Wolfie agrees. Get in there, planks. What are you doing? Let's create... Boop, 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 boop. Wow, this is the most significant structure we've built in Farlands or Bust since the 292-202 monument. There we go. This ought to be visible fairly easily. Let's see, we got 4, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And I suppose I should get some of those torches back. There we go. Boop, boop. Okay. It's very nondescript, but definitely unnatural structure we've built there to signify that this... Oh, this here hidey hole is the hidey hole that protects the flower of Notch's tweetiness. Ow, Wolfie. It's knocked back. Get knocked back by Wolfie. Alright. Anyway, yeah, distractions. Let's head off in a westward direction, and I'm still floored, flabbergasted, and totally overwhelmed by all the support for Farlands or Bust, because since the last episode, when I recorded, we were at 44% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser. By the time that thing got uploaded, we were like at 46%. But by now, a mere 48 hours later, we, drumroll please, are at 52%! 52% of the Child's Play charity fundraiser over at farlandsorbust.com. We passed the 50% threshold. $15,271.62 going to Child's Play charity this season. That means, combining last and this season's goals, or, combined total so far, over $27,000 has gone to Child's Play charity. What is that? That is a deadly sort of situation over there. Let's investigate. So yeah, that's crazy and amazing. I really do appreciate it, and I know Notch's tweet certainly helped that out. But even more so, in what prompted Notch's tweet was all the discussion and posts on Reddit, both the Mindcrack subreddit and the Minecraft subreddit. Kind of a miniature campaign to try to get as much money for Child's Play charity before my birthday. So I do appreciate all of the Redditors and the efforts through there. Why is this? I'm assuming it's lava, but I don't see any of it. Let's check it out. What is going on? Interesting. Unless there's like a lava pool up there in that little valley. I'm going to investigate. We're not going to make that much progress today in Farlands or Bust because there's too many distractions. But yeah, thank you once again so much for the contributions to Child's Play charity. I really overwhelmed and I appreciate it. You know, my normal response is what I normally respond as. So wow, just wow. I can't begin to imagine all the Farlander support and whatnot. Wolfie, I'm gonna actually have you sit because I don't know what's going on over here. I don't need you to catch a blaze. Wolfie, there he is. Sit. Well done. So yeah, 52%. So now I have. Oh, there we go. We have deduced that sheep is having a bad day. We have deduced that this lava flow has started this minor forest fire. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What was I saying? Crap, I forgot what I was saying. Yes, all the generosity for Child's Play charity and whatnot and etc. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, we were going to do a 30% milestone video, then we passed 40%, and now we're past 50%. So I'm 3 milestone videos behind, and ooh, you guys are going to love this news. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do any of those before I leave for my trip on Monday. Like I said, I'm leaving to go on a personal vacation, but also more specifically to view the transit of Venus from a more favorable location. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get any of those. I can, and I have already teased that for the 30%, I was planning on doing kind of a co-op thing, a fun co-op thing with some frequent names that you see around Farlands or Bust and the Mindcrack community. So that is still in the works. It's just at this last notice, I didn't have enough time to get the people together and certain schedules didn't work out, so unfortunately that'll have to wait, and then I have to think of something for 40%. Hello, other wolf. Say hello to Wolfie. Or not. Woof. Boing, boing. This guy had a little bit too much coffee. Alright, see you later, guy. Ugh, that got me dizzy. So yeah, I was going to say, I don't know, for 50%, I'll try to do my best to document the transit of Venus, and yeah, well, I guess I can talk about that now. Whenever I go on a trip, I'm a little bit, being in a position of power. No, being in a position of moderate to minor internet celebrity. I don't think celebrity is the word for it, but it's kind of a thing. I'm a little bit reserved about giving out too much personal information, obviously, and I do appreciate everybody else's respect of that, of both myself and other YouTube personalities and Mindcrack personalities, to be respectful of their privacy and their personal identities and whatnot. That stuff can get out of hand and a little bit dangerous at times on the internet, but along those same lines, I don't really go about advertising the places I'm going to be. I'm going to be at this grocery store in a couple hours. I'm not, posting on, what's that Twitter thing that posts like your location? That thing starts with an F. Foursquare. Yeah, I don't belong to that. I don't do that sort of thing. But along the same lines, I don't advertise really when I'm going on specific vacations. For the NASA social thing, that's obvious. That felt more like a business trip because I was there to report and get all that information for you guys. So that was no big deal. But for a personal vacation like this, and I know even though I'm saying these words and they are coming out of my mouth right now, I know I'm still going to get people who are going to say, "Oh, I live there. Can we meet? I want to meet you. Let's blah blah blah." I don't really want to do that on my personal vacations, and you understand why. But I guess now, since we're only like 3 days away, I can say that I am indeed heading to the Southwest. I'm going to Arizona. You guys know that I enjoy the Southwest. I enjoy the desert, the dry heat, the hiking, the Grand Canyon, and such things as these, as BOO would say. So I'm heading to Arizona, and more specifically and more amazingly, I'm quite amazed that I got one of the last spots for this, but I'm going to be viewing the transit of Venus from atop Kitt Peak, which, for those of you who don't know, that's about an hour and a half outside of Tucson, Arizona. It is a mountain, a peak, if you will, that is populated by a whole handful of professional astronomical observatories. That's where professional astronomers do work and do actual studies and get time on these very large telescopes and really awesome stuff. I've never been there, so I never made a bed, did I? Because I didn't have any wood. Let's do that. Boop, 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 boop. And boop, 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 boop. Quick before stuff starts to spawn. And boop, boop. And let's see if I can pick this up before it falls. No. Okay, I'll pick that up next time. But yeah, as the sun sets, let's go to sleep. And awakeness. And don't forget the workbenchness. There we go. But yeah, Kitt Peak. I've never been there before. They're having kind of a special program for the transit of Venus. For the public, they're obviously going to have solar telescopes up there, and that was my main concern. I was thinking of buying a solar telescope myself solely for this purpose, but those things are expensive, and also, I'm assuming because of the solar eclipse that just happened, and because of the upcoming transit of Venus, they're all sold out and back-ordered everywhere. I'm assuming that everybody's buying these for those events, and then after that, they're all going to show up on the used market. So I'm hoping after the fact I'll be able to get one for a lot cheaper. And I'm talking about the hydrogen alpha telescopes that are, for a good one, you can get a cheap one for about $600, but for a good one you're looking at, $1,500, $2,000. So, and I've always been interested in observing the sun, and I'm always frequently checking, websites like the SDO, Solar Dynamics Observatory, and SOHO, which are satellites that feed up-to-date data where you can download pictures and recent movies of the sun's activity and stuff like that. That's really cool. So I'd like to see that stuff with my own eyes. So I was really concerned about being able to have that experience with the transit of Venus. So I was glad to find a place. I got, like I said, one of the last spots. I don't think they have very many spots for this public event. So, and it's also very good because I'm going to be atop a mountain. It is 6,000 feet at the peak, about 2,000 meters. So at that height, you get a lot lower of a horizon, so the sunset will last a lot longer, which means we'll be able to see the transit for a lot longer than, say, if we were at, sea level or something. Hello! How are you guys doing? You guys are beaching yourself on this gravel beach. I haven't seen that many squids lately. Well, at least not at this closeness. But yeah, that's where I'm going, Kitt Peak. And then the rest of the vacation, like I said, is a personal vacation, so I'm not going to give you my coordinates for where I'm going to be for that, just in case somebody out there wants to murder me. I'll keep them guessing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I don't know, being in the middle of the Arizona desert and atop a 6,000-foot mountain, I'm not anticipating having the best cell coverage, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any live tweeting like I was during the NASA social. But I'll do my best to get a bunch of pictures, maybe some video. You know how I'm about taking video. Maybe some video, and it's a momentous occasion. And I am going to be doing a special video in Stellarium and Space Engine. Probably as this video is uploading, I'll record that. To give another dedicated rundown of the Venus transit, because I know I'm getting a lot of questions about that and whether or not you guys can see it. So look forward to that on my channel, and subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss it. Plug. Oh, what was that? I got like a weird twitch in my neck. I don't know if you heard that in my mic. But yeah, anyway, coming down with Tourette's. What else was I going to say? So yeah, that's what's happening on Monday. I'm leaving, so I guess as a programming note, there is going to be a little bit of a slowdown of videos. I think, I don't know if I want to say this. Yeah, I think Good actually already said it, that next week is when Season 7 of Ultra Hardcore is going to start uploading, so I think I'm going to be uploading and scheduling all those, so those will be scheduled to hopefully go up at the same time as everybody else's, so look forward to those. But I think that's pretty much going to be the amount of videos I'm going to be getting up while I'm gone between the 4th and the rest of the week of the 4th for June. So yeah, that is some programming notes for KurtJMac's YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that, Kitt Peak. What else is going on? So yeah, I was saying maybe, you know, I'll do something with that for one of the 30, 40, or 50% milestone videos, because I still have to get together with some of the guys and figure out when I can do some of this fun co-op stuff I don't think you guys are going to expect, so look forward to that. What else is going on? I thank the Reddit folks for helping out with the donation thing. Speaking of donations, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, there is a new Humble Indie Bundle over at humblebundle.com, and this is one of the really good ones. There is Bastion, Amnesia, Psychonauts, Limbo, and Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP. These are really some very highly acclaimed indie games. Whereas sometimes with the Humble Bundles you get some obscure stuff, or like, you know, old iPhone games, which I guess Sword and Sorcery is, but this is a pretty good one. So I'd recommend you guys go check that out. And for those of you who don't know, with the Humble Bundle you get to name your own price, and then you get to adjust little sliders to say how much goes to the developers of each game, how much can go to charity, either Child's Play charity or the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which is another foundation charity that I support and would fully recommend getting behind. They're a legal group, a lot of lawyers who work pro bono to kind of work on the side of us technically savvy folk and those who want to use the internet. Like, they had a very big part in looking over and speaking out against SOPA. And because they're actual, you know, lawyers and people who know all the legal things and have connections with, you know, government and you know, the legal system, they really do help a lot to keep things like the internet and our technology as free, as open as it should be. So in addition to the Child's Play charity, which you obviously already know that I support, Electronic Frontier Foundation is something to get behind. And then, you name your own price, and if you donate over a minimum amount, you get, in addition to those other 4 games, you get Bastion, which is a really, you know, one of the top games of last year. I am very proud to announce, some of you may have already noticed, but I'm very proud to announce that I indeed snagged myself those games, so you guys can start looking forward to some new Let's Plays with some of those. I'm really excited about all of those, and I'm awaiting the hate comments, but of all of those, Amnesia is probably the one I'm not going to play, at least for my channel. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I'm not into the horror genre of movies or anything at all, and of the few videos and Let's Plays I've seen of that game, yeah, it's fun, you get to see somebody getting freaked out, ha ha ha, but the game itself just does not appeal to me. You got this weird floating hand, and it just seems like a kind of a clunky interface that I'm just going to get annoyed with. And I personally, I've tried to watch other people's LPs of it, but I don't enjoy watching LPs of Amnesia, so I don't know why. You know, it's kind of the thing. If I'm not enjoying it, then it's not going to be good content up to my standards, so I'm not going to upload it to my channel. So that... Sorry, I know a lot of people, well, every LPer, everybody, you should play Amnesia. We want to see you play Amnesia with a face cam, blah, 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 blah. So, sorry, that's least likely. I don't know, maybe I'll do it for, you know, a single one-off episode for fun, and you can watch as I, you know, just laugh at it, because I'm not one to get scared or enjoy that type of stuff, but yeah, that's the least likely one. I'm really looking forward to playing Limbo, to be honest, because I did watch the first LP of that I watched was from Irish Lantern. For those of you who don't know Irish Lantern, way back in the day, we both, about the same time, started our YouTube Let's Play channels with Minecraft about the same time, March of 2011. So I found his channel, he found mine, and we ended up, subscribing and referring and talking to each other and stuff like that. But he's been away for the last 5 or 6 months. He moved from Ireland to Australia, and so he's been without uploading videos for quite a while, but he recently just uploaded a video to give everybody an update to make sure he's still alive. And he's actually has built his own video game and has got kind of I'll put a link in the video description. He has one of those I think it's still going on. God, I hope it's still going on. Sorry, Irish Lantern, if it's not still going on, but the Indiegogo, I think is what it is, kind of like a Kickstarter thing to help fund the release of his video game. So go check that out. He's a cool guy, and hopefully in the future, if whatever happens, he'll be able to start making more videos. And he has a, for those of you who don't know, he has a very nice Irish accent, so it's really cool to, you know, it's a personality. It's instead of just hearing some dopey, you know, guy from America with a deep voice like myself, you get a little bit of variety in the vocal stylings of your Let's Plays. So yeah, I watched his Let's Play of, what was I talking about? Limbo. I really enjoyed that. I've been watching, I don't think BOO ever finished his, but he was doing Limbo. And another Let's Player you might be familiar with, Cheeb. She's doing, I think she finished. I didn't watch her last one, though. Limbo. Kind of one of those, you can just kind of run through games. There's not much in terms of, there's no dialogue to get in the way, so it's really good for commentary. So that one I'm really looking forward to. But all of those you should look forward to after I return from my little vacation. Us starting to play those on the channel. Oop. Death Chicken. I'm going to make this because I'm in such a thankful mood for us reaching 50%. I am going to make this an extended Farlanza Bust episode. Are you excited? Woof. Oh yeah, he's excited. He just preempted my question with a woof. So let's do that. Let's plunk down this bed. I know. Let's get serenaded to sleep by the cows and the sheep. And write a poem about it, why don't we? Because that rhymed for some reason. Anyway, let's go to sleep. And awakeness. And light updateness. Ready? Yep, he's ready. He's pushing me along. But yeah, there's that going on. And I was able to get that Humble Indie Bundle as kind of an unexpected side effect of the tweet of Notch and everybody's support through Reddit and everybody finding Farlands or Bust. There have been quite a few more contributions, obviously, in addition to Child's Play charity. There have been quite a few contributions to the Farlands or Bust tip jar, which is unexpected and very much appreciated. So with that, I was able to donate a rather hefty sum to the Humble Bundle, and a lot of you guys saw. I really didn't publicize it. Like you guys know, I'm not really about tooting my own horn. Nah. But oh lord. But yeah, it was up on the top 10. Careful, Wolfie. It was up on the top 10 on the website for a while, but it got pushed off pretty quick, which is awesome. That means other people are starting to give more for the Humble Indie Bundle, and hopefully a lot of that is going to the charities, Child's Play Charity and EFF. I know Notch, I think it's Notch's birthday, isn't it? I think it is. Woof, it is. Okay, Wolfie says it's Notch's birthday. But he is right now near the top. I think he gave $3,000. So yeah, it's really a cool thing altogether. But yeah, that I'm going to, I know I put it in my name, KurtJMac, for Twitter, but that I'm actually more or less saying you guys gave that amount, so you guys supported Humble Indie Bundle because of all the support you've been giving to the tip jar. I was able to use those funds to put that amount towards the Humble Indie Bundle and Child's Play and EFF, so that's a Farlanders victory right there. So I really do appreciate that, and that's one of the reasons, that is the reason why I have the Farlands or Bust tip jars, to improve the channel, whether it be through buying games or improving the recording and computing capabilities. So thank you guys very much for that, and I'm going to run down a rather embarrassingly long list of people that I need to thank really quickly here who gave to the tip jar. Okay, let's ooh, that's weird. Oh, is this a dungeon? It's the Humble Indie Dungeon. Ah, it's not a dungeon. Okay, never mind. False alarm, false alarm. Ooh, how about it? Okay, I'm going to thank... This is going to be easier to do on a boat, actually, so let me do that. Doop, doop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. And a boop. All right. Let's get on the boat of thankfulness. And... oh, come back, boat of thankfulness. You're not ready to go without me. No. There we go. All right, let's thank Sarah, Tom, Stian, Arnie, Andrew, Lindsay, Aaron, Philip, Robert, Blake, Peter, Penny, Robin, Zach, Adrian, Lucy, Craig, Adam, Bert, JR, Shane, Angelica, Ben, Bas, Stefan, Zach, and finally, Stephen and Aiden. Oh, so thank you everybody for your tip jar contributions, and along with that for your Child's Play charity contributions over at farlandsorbust.com. I really do appreciate it, and with that, we were able to help out the Humble Indie Bundle, so that's great. I'm excited. You know, that thing. Overwhelmed and flabbergasted. So yeah. And also, as an aside, I got a note from that last group, Stephen and Aiden. Aiden wants me to talk about black holes. I think I'm going to do that in the next Space Engine video for you, Aiden, because you're interested in the astronomy and space stuff. I'll do that in Space Engine, because actually in Space Engine they do have black holes that you can go visit, and it's really kind of a cool effect. So I'll talk about a little bit of the little that I do know about black holes. We'll bring on guest... yeah, Stephen Hawking will bring on just to talk about them. No, I don't have that kind of media pull. But, oh, careful. But yeah, that's crazy. That is an unexpected side effect of all this stuff going around. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, woo, indeed, whatnot, and etc. Gosh, so much to talk about. Hey, here's a segment that we haven't had in a while. Let's talk about some Minecraft news. With your host, KurtJMac. That was amazing. That was amazing. 2.5 hearts. Well done, Wolfie. Oh, God. Okay, so Minecraft news. I actually joined Etho yesterday, did a little bit of a live stream on his Twitch TV account where he was checking out the next weekly snapshot for Minecraft 1.3. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be released fully, but there's a lot of new stuff they're adding to the game. I will go down the list of things we have to look forward to. A lot of stuff that really adds to the adventuring and exploring side of Minecraft, which you know I'm very much excited about. I was a little, it's one of those things when they had the quote-unquote adventure update. I couldn't help but be a little bit disappointed. Okay, it was a change in the terrain generation, and there's villages and strongholds and stuff, but other than that, it really didn't add too much dramatically to the game, but there certainly is a lot more things to adventure now. We've got jungle temples coming up. We have pyramids in the desert. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of pyramids. I always like to build a pyramid when I make a nether portal, so that's really cool. And those pyramids, Etho found one and went in one. They have traps in them and also chests with loot. So that's really cool. Desert villages. There's a new style of villages that pop up in the desert. Ooh, this is neat. It's also neat and nice. So yeah, desert villages. There's new tripwire that you can craft out of string, and tripwire hooks you can craft. So those are some interesting ways you can set up traps. I foresee many a tripwire prank coming up to the Mindcrack SMP server. Ooh, this is a pleasant little valley. Woof, indeed, Wolfie. It's the Valley of the Squid. Dun 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 dun. I apologize, I really do. What else is coming up? Tripwire, and also now the villagers actually serve a purpose other than breeding out of control and causing Doc's world to crash. Villagers you can trade with using new Minecraft currency that is based on emeralds. So you can trade with villagers, priests you can get enchanted items from and trade for. So that's something interesting. Again, one of those features I'm not sure how much I'm going to use, just like I don't personally like using enchanting too much. And obviously here in Farlands or Bust, we're not updating. The Farlands aren't back in that new version, so forget about it. That's just reserved for the Mindcrack server, and I know I haven't been into Castaway recently, and that's just because I don't want to oversaturate the Minecraft series because I feel like I should get back onto the Minecraft server more and do more of my exploring there. But again, a lot of people like Good and BOO are kind of waiting to explore and generate new chunks until this 1.3 update comes out, just so we don't have to totally reset the map, and that would kind of ruin Vintage Beef's castle. So yeah. Look forward to that stuff in the next version of Minecraft. And also, like I said, it's apparently Notch's birthday, right, Wolfie? Woof, yes it is. So, that concludes this session of Minecraft News. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. So, I should probably get some like real news ticker music or something like that, but indeed. So I'm still ecstatic. I had kind of a weird morning. I had to go to the DMV, and y'all know how much of an exciting and happy time it is going to the DMV to get your driver's license renewed. It actually went a lot quicker than I remember it, just because I went, all I had to do was get renewed. Before that, I was able to, for those of you who live in Illinois, you're able to, if you're a good driver and you don't have any ticks on your driving record, you can just mail it in and get a sticker put on the back of your driver's license. Of course, the problem with that is when you do go out of state and you get carded, people always look at the expiration date and it's expired, and they're like, this is expired. And I'm like, there's a sticker on the back that tells you it's not expired, and you get all shifty looks from the people checking your IDs. But so yeah, got a new driver's license finally, so it'll be 4 more years before I have to deal with the DMV again. So yeah, it was an early morning. Got to get up early and get that through, and I had to get that in before my birthday. So my birthday, indeed. And hey, just as I've run out of things to talk about, the sun is setting. Once again, I don't like doing the hidey holes in these forests. We've had some poor experiences with creepers who sent us halfway to the moon. So let's try to get out of this forest. Come on, we can do it. This is a pretty big forest. Alright, this is kind of a clearing. Oh, it's kind of a cliff. No, good grief. Good grief. Uh-oh, stuff's gonna start happening. Here we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Come on, Wolfie. Yep, you can sit right there. Alright, let's dig ourselves the final hidey hole of the day. I think, speaking of the YouTube schedule, I think on Sunday I will have one more Far Lands or Bust episode I'll be able to get up before I go to Arizona. So look forward to that. But I do appreciate, once again, all the support for Child's Play charity over at farlandsorbust.com, and you can keep going there to donate using the chip-in widget on the home page, and you can also check on the status of where we're at. Perhaps by the time I return, I'll have 3 milestone videos. Or no, I already do have 3. I'll have 4. Good grief! I'll have 4 milestone videos to do by the time I return. I think it would be really amazing to reach 100% before next November, because that was a year since we reached our last fundraiser goal. So that would be cool. I'm starting to think I should have done $292,000 for the goal, but we're modest. We just went up to $29,220, so we're more than halfway there. Indeed. So yeah, thanks again for watching. What's my normal sign off? Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already, ask me questions in the video comments below, and I will get to them as soon as humanly possible in the next few Far Lands or Bust videos. And once again, you guys are amazing. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.